I am ignoring all of the breaking news about the recent National Firearms Act court decision. I'm going to explain why you should do so as well. Let's talk about that. Here's your armed citizen meme of the week. Screen cap it, crop it, and send it to everyone you know.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Before we get started, this channel is just me. I write, record, edit, and everything else all by myself. Zero AI. I'm also asking while watching my content that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, even though I regularly post new content every Wednesday morning. Last thing, if you like my content, please go to this link, which is in my notes, and drop some change in my pocket. Let's get on with the content. My deepest apologies. On this channel, I try to stay out of current events and to keep my content evergreen, meaning my content is just as helpful in 5 years as it is today. However, I can't stay silent over all of this hullabaloo concerning this breaking news about the NFA. All of the GunTuber political content creators are going spastically apoplectic at least once a day over all of this. To put this into context, the news media, especially newspapers, have always been clickbait long before there was that word. There's a joke about a newspaper article reporting that a dwarf gypsy fortune teller escaped from a rural county jail. The next morning, the local paper headline was "Small, Medium, at Large." In the 80s, TV channels were able to purchase mobile news vans who could beam their live video back to the station for live on the scene reporting, which led to excited and breathless on-scene reporters giving a live account of breaking events, endlessly repeating the few things they know. And 99% of the time, they got it wrong. They do this to keep you glued to the TV and in a heightened state of anxiety. Oh, and by keeping your eyes on the TV, they get to show you commercials to sell you stuff. If you have never been part of a legal proceeding or involved in the making of governmental laws or policy, it is a long and drawn-out process. As a side comment, this process is exactly why we want the gears of government to grind slowly and with great inefficiency. We have long public meetings on record, hours more of backroom deals where the real decisions get made. And the hours between these events as the bureaucrats and lawyers write the documents to codify the decisions. In such a legal proceeding as we are discussing, we have months, if not years, of legal maneuvering just to get to the point where a judge can make a decision. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, please hit that like button. Also the subscribe button so you get all my videos, and turn on notifications so you know when they post. And share my content with your friends as well. Let's get back to me. Then the process starts all over again as appeals, rebuttals, and all of the legal mumbo jumbo keeps going on. And that's where we are with the recent court decision about the National Firearms Act. I have intentionally been ignoring all of the news and content creators to avoid the anxiety that is being whipped up about this. I promise to start my research on this around Thanksgiving after all the paperwork has been filled out. Yes, I know this is very important. Once the dust settles, we can legally own suppressors, short barreled rifles, and some other items, and not have the ATF perform the legal equivalent of a colonoscopy with a baseball bat every time we want to buy one. All that being said, there are a whole bunch of requirements, like you have to be a member of a certain group and you must stand on your head and spit nickels on alternate Tuesdays. I exaggerate, but only slightly. And it is these conditions that makes the whole landscape a legal minefield for the uninformed or misinformed as it is right now. All that being said, this process is not really complete. There is still time for the Department of Justice or the ATF or some other interested party to throw a wrench into the works. Also, the FFLs have to wait until the ATF tells them what they can or cannot do in the wake of this court case. Being the practical pessimist that I am, I can say this will never be truly over. Because all it takes is someone like AOC getting into the Oval Office in 2029 to let the ATF off their leash.
Cry havoc and let's slip the dogs of war.
To go and screw it all up again, either by challenging the decision in front of an anti-gun judge or rendering it useless by making up more rule interpretations. As a high-power rocketeer back in the 90s and early 2000s, I have my own story about the ATF that took the National Association of Rocketry and the Tripoli Rocketry Association 20 years of legal wrangling just to get to that first ruling by a judge. What I want to tell you is this: be happy. A major shift has occurred for freedom in general and gun rights in particular. Yet, be hopefully pessimistic. We have advanced. However, we might lose some ground in the process yet to come. Unless you have a cadre of lawyers on speed dial who specialize in this kind of thing, I suggest you do nothing on this subject right now. There are still many decisions to be made, much paperwork to be written and studied before all of this can settle out. And this is something you don't want to be on the wrong side of the paperwork. The one thing I can say for sure is start saving for your suppressors, SBRs, and other things, which will hopefully be liberated from overly intrusive governmental bureaucratic interference.
Let's just say we'd like to avoid any imperial entanglements.
When the dust settles. And put those things on your Christmas list and start saving now. Stay safe, stay bullet free. Tell your family you love them every chance you get. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. If you made it this far, thank you. Please help me grow this channel by following it and sharing my content with your friends. Y'all have yourselves a most excellent day.